following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Go right on there.
Yeah, they're dead. They're
Oh yes, it is time to talk beer and zombies. And you know what that means. Welcome to Brains
and Brews.
I am Joe the psychologist. Fun fact, I didn't give myself that name. Actually, it was my brother Rick. He's the one that gave me that moniker. Rick, this was your recommendation, and dude, you surprised me on this one, but
Yeah.
what's going on?
Good, man. It's October, brother. We are in the midst of Halloween. We got a brand new month. It's the spooky season. We got brand new beer and a brand new movie to talk about. Let's go.
All right. So we are going to Japan for this one. And man, honestly, as I was kind of doing the format, I should have gotten a Japanese beer. And I kind of think that maybe when we do international, you and I should spotlight international beers for the country that we're in.
Good shout.
But
I like that.
we are going to Japan, and we're going to be discussing the 2017 movie One Cut of the Dead. It is streaming on Shudder or AMC Plus. It is directed by Shinichiro Ueda. The movie stars Takayuki Hamatsu as director Higuashi, Harumi Shunahama as Nao, and Yakuzi Akiyama as Shinatsu. Before we actually get into the movie, and dude, I already cracked open the beer and poured it in my glass.
So did I.
All right, so I am going to go first, but I will show you at least the can of the one I am drinking tonight. This is what I picked up. I'm ready for this one. All right, bro. So this ABV is 7.25. The name of the beer is High Seas Loose Cannon IPA. It's from Maryland. And the description is floral, spicy, and citrusy. And you know I love my citrusy. It did say medium body, and you know I'm more of a lighter body. So yeah, I fear Evil Dead Joe might be popping out at the end of this. But here we go. First sip. As you can see, it's a lot darker than what I'm used to. So yeah, I poured it down. I'm like, ooh, I'm nervous about this one, but.
At first, I was like, "Oh no, you don't."
No. Because here's the thing: like when you first take it down, because like I said, I like the citrusy. So on first sip, you get the other notes first. Like you get the hints of the floral and the spice. Yeah, damn. Oh yeah, Evil Dead Joe is gonna be popping up. All right, I'm gonna sip on mine. Why don't you tell me what you sipping on, my brother?
Cause this is a zombie show, Brains and Brews. It's not an IPA. I didn't go IPA this road. It's a lager, but it's from Three Floyds. It's called Zombie Dust.
Ooh.
It's a 6.5 ABV, so it's not bad. It's got cool comic book art on here. If you can see, the zombie with a crown, and he looks like he's gonna fuck somebody up. And it's not an India Pale Ale. It's a undead Pale Ale. Down the hatch. Salute, my brother.
Salute, my brother.
Definitely not an IPA. I don't have that bitter IPA taste. I would compare it to like a Samuel Adams.
All right.
Tasty.
I mean, that's still a comparison.
Yeah, it's a little hoppy, obviously, and it's got a bit of a floral tang to it, but it's very diluted in a way. It's subtle. It doesn't like kick you. You gotta really.
Let me lift up my glasses real quick. What was the color on the beer again? Yeah,
Dark. Start.
it's dark.
But with that being said, my brother, let's rock and roll. Let's talk zombies, kid.
on
Let's
this
talk
one.
zombies.
So let's talk about the zombies on this one, because I don't know about you, but when I was watching the movie, I thought there was something really off about the zombies. Like something really threw me off about it. And I'm watching this movie going, like, is this like, dude, are we watching a movie like the one that they made fun of me that I picked for Three Corners? That's because there's no zombies in this movie, guys. This is going to be a little bit different than what we normally cover. And here's why. The brilliance of this horror comedy. So we're going to be talking about horror comedy. So One Cut of the Dead is the name of the movie. But the producers came up with this idea of shooting a reality show around the shooting of a zombie movie. As I watched this, I paused it for a second because you have to read. I didn't go with the dubbed version. I went with, the subtitle so I can read because I want to hear what it actually sounds like. You get the voice amplifications the right way as opposed to dubbing. 40 minutes in, the credit comes up, and dude, I paused it. I texted you, and I was like, all right, I got a moment to smoke a bowl too. Like, what the fuck? 40 minutes, like the credits came in. But then I stayed watching and realized it then went 1 month earlier.
Then the real movie begins.
But I want to take a little quick moment and discuss the movie itself because, as I said, you're watching it and there's just kind of like the movements, you're like, what the fuck? And I was kind of going, dude, really, Rick?
You knew I wouldn't do that to you.
No, but the thing is, like, Zombie 3, we went in knowing that it was going to be schlocky a little bit, and I was just like, okay, the movie itself that they shot was a pretty good independent zombie movie. Like, I felt like it legit felt like I was watching the movie. I actually enjoyed the first 40 minutes of it. It's when I realized something was really wrong when I went, hold up, so they're getting chased. That cameraman has not made a single fucking sound. Nothing.
I didn't catch that the first time. The second time watching it, I'm like, damn, it's right there, bro. Like, it told you right there this wasn't
I
real.
caught that, like, as I'm watching it, because, like I said, besides the, because, and we'll talk about it, and if you guys haven't seen it, and pause it, because we don't want to ruin it for you guys, because, again, they kind of show you 1 month later what happens, but you are sucked in watching this, what appears to somewhat be a B zombie movie.
No, that's a D zombie movie.
D, all right.
It just see the makeup and the acting.
Oh my god, but that's like the thing though. Like when they were watching it, you're like, there's something really off about this movie, and then you find out what the reality is, and I loved it. I appreciated the movie. I appreciated that we got to see the movie they did first.
Yes, yeah.
Before you got to see the movie itself.
It's a brilliant take because they're making a TV special that's a live broadcast of a movie being shot in real time with one cut. There's no cuts in it. It's one take. That's one thing I noticed in the movie. In the first 40 minutes, there's no cuts. It's all one take. Obviously, there's hidden cuts, but I mean within the narrative structure of the film, there's no cuts. I saw all the mistakes and all the errors in there. At first, you're like, what the fuck is going on? But then later on, they explain to you and they show you why those scenes were the way they were.
Did you like the one cut movie itself?
As a short film, I wouldn't mind it because it was that one guy, the director, action, just popping up out of nowhere, constantly saying action.
He was great.
I love that guy, man. So yeah, I was entertained with that. But if that was the whole movie and it's like an hour and a half film, 2 hour film, like nah, it won't sustain itself. It was 40 minutes, and that was before the actual like title screen, bro. Like 40 minutes.
Dude, it threw me off.
That's gotta be a record.
Bad. Because before I texted you, I'm like, I don't want to read anything. Pulled up my phone.
I told you, don't look at anything going into this.
But it said runtime 1:36. Yeah. I'm like, we're 40 minutes. I'm like, fuck. You know what? I bet you my AMC Plus isn't working right. Let me just get out. So I got out. I restarted my Fire Stick. And then, like, went back, hit play, same spot to see if there was more. And I'm like, just keep watching that. And then all of a sudden you're watching the credit. Like I said, you got to the 1 month, then the movie starts. The movie itself turns into the comedy part of it because after the credits rolled and you got the 1 month earlier, and then now you're getting the backstory of the movie and it turned out to be a comedy. Yeah, I was all here for it. Before I even say what I gotta say, I'm gonna go to you first because this was like your pick. And I'm sure you had the same reaction that I did. When you get to the 40-minute point and now you get the story. Did you appreciate us finally getting to see the backside of a movie being made?
Without a doubt. This movie here, when I first saw it, I'm telling you, I was raving about it and GR ignored it. It still pisses me off. But this film is brilliant because it gives you this movie for 40 minutes. You get a hold of the characters, but again, it's sloppy. For example, that one guy that had to take a shit so bad, and he's like, bro, like, why is that guy acting so weird? And then the one zombie like going like this, but he was drunk.
Oh my god, that's the one that I'd never seen a zombie walk that way.
All of the flaws that were pointed out within the first 40 minutes, when the movie goes back in time, you're with the characters and you know what they're going through to put this film together, and it's all one cut. So you know, it's, you see, like, it was like 5 people there, but it's like 20 people involved here. A lot of production assistants, stagehands, you name it, throwing body parts, throwing blood all over the place.
The production assistants, they went through hell on this one.
Yeah, it's cool. Every character, like I said, like the drunk guy, the guy that had the diarrhea because he drank the wrong water.
I emailed you. Did you read the email? I emailed
How
him.
many-
That was all he got stuck on. Like, he's like, I emailed you.
How many toilets and where are they? I need to know. I emailed
They
you.
need to be close.
Then you found out that the actress, one of them is the director's wife. His daughter becomes an assistant director. The other,
Dude, she becomes producer.
a producer.
That-
Yeah,
that
then
bitch
other.
is over.
The production assistant becomes the actual cinematographer in this film. Yeah, I love when she's talking about the zoom ins in and out, and she does it later in the film. But yeah, bro, I loved it. I love the concept. This is such a fucking original film, bro.
Idea.
It's so original, so original,
few and far right now.
and it's so entertaining, man.
Yes,
Oh,
highly
bro.
recommend it. Highly recommend it, guys. Highly recommend it.
I'm glad
I
you
mean,
enjoyed it, brother.
because I noticed is with the first zombie, I'm like, why is he doing that? Like,
And
why
the
is he
movie
walking
just
that
starts
way?
too, like.
Yeah.
By the way, that guy, he was like the hero, the nice guy. He was fucking such a like entitled douchebag in real life, man. The actor.
Well, and then I like when he goes, all right, go get I think he said get the harness so they can put it around the drunk guy and basically walk him.
Like Weekend at Bernie's.
That's why he was walking that way.
That's why, yes.
Like, you got to see the little, like, when he's slamming on the door and making the noise. Well, it was the director down there, like, with his hand.
Also, when he spewed the shit on the guy's face, I'm like, that's not blood. No, it was puke because he was fucking drunk.
Dude, it was
He threw
real-
up on him.
Well, and it's funny because when they were doing the table reading, they were like,
It's not real.
Yes. So listen, my agent doesn't want like liquid on me, so we're gonna have to make sure. Like, she was all like, we can't do this, and then he pukes on her for real. That was fucking awesome. And she was like, ooh, what's that? Like this did not feel like it's fake.
And that one guy, what's on my face? Wipe my face, wipe my face.
And which is the best part, because the look of on horror on his face was actually that he had throw up on his face.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get that until later. Oh my god, that's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
And so what had happened was originally the director's wife took the role. The actress that was supposed to be playing it, and I guess one of the other cinematographers,
It was the makeup lady, the
makeup lady,
the person playing the makeup, the actress, yeah.
The actress, and then I guess somebody else that was supposed to help with the one that was going to be playing
The
the
actor.
director.
Yes.
We're having an affair and we're in a car accident.
Yeah.
Like, out of all ways to get your affair getting caught is the fact that you're both in a car accident. You can't make it to the shoot because you're in a car accident, and they're both like, oh, all right. They're having an affair. The wife filled in, and the fact that she stopped acting, you know, because she gets too much into her roles. Like, oh, dude, I thoroughly appreciated you making me watch this, because, you know, I just finished Martyrs, and I hadn't done a horror movie.
Perfect palate cleanser.
Oh my god, loved the behind the scenes. I liked when they told them to improvise, and that's when Gal showed them the self-defense.
Yeah. She was watching it.
But when you were watching the original one cut, that was such an awkward scene.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, there's a zombie attack outside, and you guys wanted, like, what's your hobbies? Dude, there's a zombie attack outside. What are you asking her? I have not been on the side of doing things like you guys do. So I'm sure things sometimes go wrong.
Yeah, and that's why I connected so much with this film. As a
I
production
can see
assistant,
why.
I've been a production assistant many times on set, and that's exactly the atmosphere. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. And they capture that essence perfectly, bro.
Once you figured out this was a comedy and you started seeing things going on, I'm gonna name a couple of things that I thought were pretty fucking funny on here. My first one, which was even more to let me know that something was wrong with this movie. You had the series scene with Shinatsu and I guess the character's name was Ko. And she's like, I don't want to kill you. And then Gao stands up with the fakes.
Yes,
And
now
she you
know why.
She screams, and all of a sudden you see her like
She's like,
go
what?
down out of nowhere. And then when you watch the movie, you realize she kind of stood up and then she got yanked the fuck down.
The yank,
Oh my god, I love
she got
that scene.
yeeted.
The throw up scene, honestly, was one of my favorite ones.
Really?
And I hate throw up.
Well,
I'm not a big fan of throw up.
Yeah, same.
Because the guy reacting to it, I would have reacted the same way.
Like, what's on my face?
I would have been like, is there a chunk stuck
And
on
there
my
was,
face?
there
And there
was,
was.
there
I know.
was.
That's why I'm saying as I'm watching this. That's why that was my favorite scene. Only because if it happened to me, I would be like, is there chunks on me right now?
But how about the director holding the paper toilet while my man's behind him taking a shit?
Oh my god.
And you get the makeup artist putting the makeup on him like he's
So
taking
go ahead,
a
make him
dump.
up right now. Make him up right now. Hurry up. Like, oh my god.
Pure chaos, man. This guy was everywhere. The director was. Not only was he acting, he was also like directing, and he was all over the place.
The alcoholic. I loved when he told the guy, it's nothing. It's nothing. Like he's sipping with his script. He's like, the dude bashed his head and then stood right up. That's how you know you're drunk.
That's how
You slam your head down, and you can go back up like, no, everything's out there.
One scene I really did enjoy because I got closure out of it was the scene with Shinatsu, and she's sitting there, and all of a sudden a zombie walks right in front of her, and you're like, she looks up, she's like, and then the zombie walks away, and she just gets up like nothing, and she leaves like, what the fuck was that? But then later on, it's a guy with hairy ass fucking legs and shorts with a fucking sign saying grab the axe outside.
The signs were the best.
Yes.
The signs, like, because literally that's how the shoot was going chaotic.
They're improvising.
What was going on was the crane that they had set up for the shot going up had been broken because Gal's character, the actress, she did so great because she actually brought in a little horror into this, if you think about it. Because she got so involved in the role that I think she wanted to kill Shinatsu. Because you saw her trigger and she said one phrase and then she repeated the same phrase and the daughter goes, oh shit, my mom. And then the husband realized because he heard the same phrase. But she literally legit chased after her.
Her deal is she gets too into the role. She
into
gets
the
lost
role.
in it, yeah.
And then, the husband goes, I'm sorry, honey. And then fucking puts a sleeper hold on. Sleeper hold as a daughter. So here's mom. My daughter's holding me down here. My husband's choke holding me to knock me out. But when that scene is happening, so the daughter had looked at a picture because she took up being a director just like her father.
Yeah.
And there was a picture with her on her dad's shoulder and came up with the idea they can get the crane shot, but that one person couldn't get on. So every time she got on, she fell. So they went, wait.
That's what it was. Yes.
And so they kept freezing. They kept freezing the scene, and she would have to improvise. And she's like, I don't want to do this.
Fast, cheap, and average.
Yes.
That's the kind of director he is. Remember the girl when he asked her, can she cry on command? And she said, no, I want to use the eye drops. So that's why he was mad at her. No, I want this natural acting out of you. When he grabbed the other guy, he was telling him, you keep talking back during rehearsal and stuff like that. When you first see that, you're thinking he's talking about the actor in the movie. But no, that actor really did put this director to shit. Because he was like, come on, man. Come on.
Dude,
there's actors like that, by the way. Oh.
I love when he slapped him. He slapped him for real. Because towards the end, the human pyramid, he was the one that went up there.
Yeah, all of them. Everyone banded together.
Well, no, they all did. But it was the one that was entitled.
He was there.
That jumped in after the girl who 3 times kept falling down.
Yeah.
He's the one that got up there.
I like that.
So it showed even the actor gave himself for the role. I mean, dude. Guys, I know this is not generally the zombie movies that we do, but it's a zombie movie because it is the
watch it.
The backstory of a zombie movie being done.
Yes.
I strongly recommend it. I mean, I fucking loved it.
Thank you, brother. Oh,
It was
man.
so much fun.
Right, yo, cheers to you, my brother. Take a sip, brother.
Cheers to you.
The one cut of the dead, brother. A live stream, pretty much. They're
Yeah.
streaming it live, making
Yeah.
a movie live, one cut.
One
No
cut.
other cuts other than the one camera, bro. That's almost
Again,
impossible.
It was that
man.
camera that threw off the whole movie, though.
Yeah.
Because again, by the time
But,
we got
like,
to the end, I'm like, I don't understand.
When the camera fell and it was on the floor for that long ass period of time,
Yes.
and then it gets up again, you realize what happens later because the guy blew his back out. He was like,
He's all frozen there. But that, like that, as you get to the end, you're like, why has the cameraman not made a single noise? Like, you literally got zombies chasing after you.
now we know.
Like, you're not answering the person who's in front of you
And
screaming.
if you noticed, some of the actors, including the director, at times looked directly into the camera. Like when he said,
Yeah.
keep shooting, keep shooting.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to because that breaks the
Fourth
immersion.
wall.
But again, there's are mistakes within the structure of the storytelling. But it makes when you're doing it live, there's going to be mistakes, and I'm glad they highlighted that. And they even said
they
it.
did.
Oh, that's going to be a blooper. I thought of you when I saw the
blooper, I
second
know.
time. The guy was like, "Oh, that'll be a blooper."
I am the blooper person.
All right, brother. Good
All
luck.
right, well,
I'm glad you
with
enjoyed
my
it, man.
Last bit of beer I got
Take
here.
that sip, brother. Take that sip.
Salute to One Cut of the Dead.
One Cut of
This
the
was
Dead.
A great recommendation.
We don't get a lot of
Guys,
Japanese films. We get Korean films, but not
It was
a lot of
Japanese.
Yeah, but what I mean is we don't
got you.
we don't get a lot of Japanese horror
don't.
films.
But yes,
Yeah.
guys, watch it.
One Cut. We
AMC,
need more movies like
Shudder. Yes, definitely
Yes.
need it.
this. Salute.
And with that, we are out. So join us next time. Rick, what do we cheer for?
Motherfucker, we are cheer for big fucking bottles of beer.
And until next time, tune in and don't get motherfucking bit.
Destinies, devils be savages. Slim to none chance with the averages. Sitting on the low like you added slick. Darkness make you disappear like a magic trick. Put up to the table, come down and sit. These devils try to tie you the crown with it. Now you surrounded by counterfeits, trying to chop you up into 1,000 bits.